Hey guys, it is xFayze here. I will be reacting to Ren, The Tale of Jenny and Screech, the full trilogy. This is the one that people have recommended me to react to. I've reacted to Hi Ren and Sick Boy, and those are my only two songs that I've ever been exposed to Ren. And there's something special, there's something very unique about Ren, and I'm excited to get into this one right here. So let's get right into it. I've been told this one isn't too much rapping, and obviously rap reaction channel here, but everyone is in love with this, so okay, there we go. It can't be bad. It cannot be bad, right? Now, I have been told in the comments, by the way, shout out to all the Ren fans who have commented on my reactions. You guys have given me so much information, so much passion, so much positive feedback. It's amazing. Like I said, fans are mostly a reflection of the artist, and if there's that many great, awesome, positive fans around Ren, that's all I need to know, honestly, to pull a conclusion about the type of guy that Ren is. So what you guys have said in the comments is he focuses a lot on one take videos and all that, so I'm wondering if this one is one of those.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet, she was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul.
Okay, James, Screech. I like how he changed again the tune that he was going with the guitar when he started talking about him versus what was the first girl's name? Jenny, right? Yeah, Jenny. So when he was talking about Jenny, it was a whole different tone. And as soon as this guy is a hooligan, whoever this second guy is, he's a hooligan. And the way that he's doing his strings, the way that he's talking about it with his voice is very different from the smooth and innocent singing that he had when he was talking about Jenny.
As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to...
Wait, like a what? I've never heard that word before.
Listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite.
Stalactite? I need to look this up because with Ren, you never know what he's referencing. This might be important. Stalactite is a mineral formation that hangs from the ceiling of like a statue. Man-made structures such as bridges and vines, any material that is soluble and that can be deposited as a colloid or in suspension. It has to do with statues. Makes sense.
Like a lady she froze like a statue. Like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the...
He's talking about the teeth and it can bite through steel, so he's scheming there. In terms of the story, I feel like he hasn't said much, but I'm already invested in what's going on. Just in the way that he's delivering the music. Like I said, with her, his music is very smooth and innocent. With him, it's very fast paced. It's like it just gives you anxiety. You know, it's like one of those people that have way too much energy to match yours, and it's you just feel uncomfortable. The way that he's performing it and talking about how he walked up to her, like even before, he said that he pulled the knife out on her and threatened to rob her. Like it was already eerie. It was already eerie, and that's amazing that he captured that. It just felt stressful when he was talking about her.
The devil in his chest and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
Yep.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Wow. So at the start there, he mentioned that she's walked through these streets a million times before, thinking about ways she can escape it. Like she just doesn't want to. She wants a new life. She wants something new, and she did not get a new life. She escaped it, but in a whole different way, right? She escaped it because she got murdered for no reason. Wow. Well, that is just. I'm not even sure how to react to that. I'm just bummed out. Like I feel so what was that, 3 minutes, and I felt so invested in her. I don't even know anything about her. I just know her name is Jenny. And the guy was Screech or James or something, right? This one is the tale of Screech. Okay.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. This Screech.
So you can tell that he raps as well, because the way that he's doing his similes, he's still scheming while he's mostly singing, right? So clocked out like Big Ben, the clock, right? And what he did before with the knife cutting through the statue like butter, it's like knife through butter. He was talking about the teeth and biting. Like he has little schemes here and there. He has some similes. Now I'm assuming what this part here is the aftermath. After Screech killed her, you know what's going on. I think that's the story.
Right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. This Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
He's got a voice too, doesn't he?
Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night.
Wow. So this is all a one take thing again, right? I think yeah, I think so. This is all a one take thing, and what's going on so far is he's trying to find comfort in the people that he knows, but you got to own up to it. You got to own up to something like that. Like it doesn't make it's messed up that people try and find comfort for doing awful things like that. Like if you're literally killing people, you can't seek forgiveness anywhere else. Like you with the amount of excuses and wrap around thought process that you need in your brain to forgive yourself for one of these things is insane. He's making me not enjoy this on purpose. You know what I mean? Like it's not that I don't enjoy his performance or anything. I think he's capturing it a bit too well to the point where I just don't even like want to know anything about this guy. Like, but let's let it play.
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night.
Like,
The
what a
shrill
bad guy.
cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Wow, that's really creative. The way how he uses it like a gun. Oh, that's amazing. That is art. That is actually like very artistic. The way that the cameraman is supposed to signify the cop. No, sorry, not the cop. Screech. And the guitar is the cop shooting at him, and then the camera falls. That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Honestly, I'm not mad that he got shot.
Story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
So they're both dead. 1 street apart. The imagery here, you know what this reminds me of? From the guitar to the way that he's performing, it reminds me of, and someone actually I think commented this, it reminds me of a bard, right? I don't know if you guys have watched the Witcher, the Netflix show, which is based on the game, but you know the bard there, he's always telling stories like this, moving, very animated. It's another way to consume a story versus maybe watching a movie or playing a video game or watching a show, like whatever it is, reading a book. This is just another medium on its own. So now we got the last one, which is Violet. I wonder how this one's related, because the first 2 were related. Okay, he's at a hospital. He's so talented, what the hell?
London City, far from pretty. 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's.
Wait, is Jenny alive? Is that who he's talking about? She's fighting for her life? Is Jenny alive? 1 second.
Down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Or is this Violet? Is Violet... She's a whole separate person. Maybe I'm just getting mixed up. Violet is a separate person, I think. Right? Because he said he's rewinding back in time to tell her story.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drink.
I like how her name has to do with how she lived. I caught that. So Violet, she lived in a violent... What did he say? Violent what? So Violet, violent... It's very similar in the way the word is written.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet...
Man. Okay. That's just so dark. I feel for anyone who's gone through that and
her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was the wrong one but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark.
History repeats itself, he paint her black and blue. So he's talking about him beating her. He's talking about him abusing her like her father or stepfather or whatever did. And this is actually a fact about, people that are abused. They get into that mindset where it's so hard to get out, and it just seems that it attracts more of it in the future. Or it turns the person who is abused into an abuser himself, and that's a whole like psychological thing, which obviously we're not diving into in this reaction. But it just arrived, like what he's saying here and the way that he's saying the story is bringing all these questions to my head, and it's so messed up. It just makes you wonder why it works like that.
History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me?
That's so messed up. That's so messed up. The eyelids, the imagery that I'm getting right now is disgusting. It's like actually repulsive.
Holds them up. Violet, Why you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Again, she stayed silent, things turn violent, but her name is Violet. I'm pretty sure he intentionally gave her that name because of that.
That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her.
Ooh. Okay, that's the rapper in him. That's the rapper in him. Listen to the AB rhyme and the flow that he's going there. The act and then the O. Sorry to pull from the story, but this is one of the things that, you know, when you hear someone do something like this, you know they rap.
Violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
She's dead. Or at least she's fighting for her life, because that's what he said at the start. Oh, man. Just shitty people. There are so many people like this. Get drunk, abuse. Okay, let's just finish this out here.
London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon.
Wait, she didn't know that she was pregnant herself? Play that one more time.
To stay alive, the doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that just... Oh my god. He killed his sister. He killed his twin sister. And they didn't know. I was wondering how this all tied into the other two stories. Wow, and we didn't find out the twist until the very end. Like, it's the last thing that he said. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? This like upset me. I don't like watching these dark movies where abuse happens, where all the so even him singing about it and the imagery, he's so good at like making me picture these things that it's like I don't want, like, honestly, guys, I know you like me reacting to him and all this. Obviously, he's really good at what he does, and he made me picture that and feel everything there. I'm never gonna listen to this again though, because it's just so evil and dark, and it's like a bit Shakespearean in nature. You know how like the way that the story turns out is it all fits, and there's a plot twist, and there's miscommunication, and if only they knew they were siblings, they wouldn't have done that. If only Violet was not strung into that new relationship with that guy, that wouldn't have, like, there's so many if only this little thing didn't happen, if only Jenny didn't walk in that street. um it, it's like I'm gonna think of this for the rest of the night, you know, like I'm actually just gonna think of this. He should like, this should be a movie, honestly, because if this was a movie, it would be insane. It would be insane. The plot twist, it's so well written. It's, and the thing is, he didn't even describe these people that much, right? This is only 13 minutes of three separate stories, yet I feel connected to Jenny. I feel connected to Violet. Like, I feel for her, and I hate Screech, and I hate Violet's dad, mom. Like, what he made me feel was so bad. I'm not listening to that again. Um, damn, that was like so good in a bad way. That was so good in a bad way. That's how I'm gonna end the video.